All right, so I'm pick up with the, I believe, last segment of the story quest for Chromatic Ode of Candies and Roses.
Hal
So,
loves being antagonistic. Just ignore him when he's mouthing off. Don't let him get under your skin.
I dare you to release me and say that to my face!
and thank you, Kaniche. Anyways, uh, Perdi Dia is where we're at now, and let's get started with this segment of the quest.
Maybe she overslept.
I don't know. That has never happened before. Did anyone see her on the way here?
We're here! What's got you all looking so worried?
Miss Nilu isn't here yet.
Oh, maybe she's just running late.
That's not like her. She's come early every other time we've met. Besides, Sino went to the Grand Bazaar to meet up with her before the meeting.
But I was told she had left first thing this morning.
And now Sino's here, but Nilu's still nowhere to be found.
That's exactly why we're worried. Any progress with the robbery case?
We interrogated the people in charge of the caravan on the day of the incident. But they were technically the victims of the case, and all their goods were lost, so there was no evidence to investigate. Their goods are certainly suspicious, but until we recover them, all we can do is to observe the caravan under the guise of protection. We contacted the original seller of the gem. Apparently, he sold the other half to a young man in the desert, but that's all he could tell us.
So, to summarize, the location of the hazardous materials and the second gem are a complete mystery. And now, Nilu is missing as well.
Wait, you think Nilu's disappearance is connected to all this?
We're still not sure if the three events are connected, but if they are, it would probably have something to do with Nilu's dance of Sub-Zero. The dance is a key part of the festival. If someone was trying to sabotage the celebrations, Nilu would be a natural target.
Traveler, Candice, there's no time to waste. Let's try to follow her trail. Tainari, can you stay back and explain the situation to everyone when they arrive?
Of course, it's still possible Nilu was simply held up by something urgent. I'll wait here. Well, this is looking grim.
Let's start.
Nope, I cut him off. Shit. Okay. I guess he was just saying to go to the theater first.
Mr. Zubair!
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
We're looking for Nilu. Do you know where she is?
Nilu. She left bright and early this morning. Said she had to help out a friend.
Was she by herself? And did you happen to see which gate she used to leave the city?
Well, she definitely left alone. As for the direction, I think she left through the gate to the north.
So, the complete opposite direction of Pardis Di.
Did something happen? This is no time for practical jokes, you know.
Mr. Zubair, could you send word to Pardis Di if Nilu comes back to the Grand Bazaar?
Of course. I'm sure she just got caught up in something. Still, let me know if you find her.
We will. All right. Let's leave through the north gate and see what we can find. Miss Navita, have you seen Nilu this morning?
Nilu? Oh, yes. I saw her head out of the city. She was wearing the prettiest outfit.
Which way did she go?
That way, I believe.
Was there anyone following her? Did everything look okay?
I mean, it looked like she was in a good mood. She even stopped to say hello. And no, I didn't see anyone else.
All right. Thank you. Excuse me. Have any of you seen Miss Nilu from Zubair Theater come this way?
Yes, General. I saw Miss Nilu cross the bridge after leaving the city this morning. There was a man waiting for her on the other side.
Wait, could that be the person who bought the second gem?
Did you see the man's face?
Unfortunately, no. He was too far away.
Understood. If she comes back this way, tell her to find me at Part East DI.
Yes, General.
Let's keep going.
The trail ends here. There's no one else we can ask for clues.
There are interesting sets of footprints on the ground. We could try tracking some of them.
With this many traces, it's easy to get mixed up. Let me take a closer look.
Wait, that figure is. Excuse me for a moment, you two.
Sure. We'll continue analyzing the footprints over here.
Tell us right away if you find anything.
Arasaka, it's you!
Eek! It's a nice golden Nara. Arasaka must hide.
Why would you need to hide? We're friends, aren't we?
Friends? Arasaka is friends with the golden Nara, but Arapas said Arasaka can't talk to too many people right now.
Oh, why?
He thinks Arasaka... Oh, well that switched over. He thinks Arasaka will let everything slip by accident. Eek! Arasaka shouldn't say anything. Arasaka shouldn't say any more.
Let things slip, huh? Okay, we just have one question. Did you see a girl walk by?
A Nara with red hair. A red Nara who's pretty like a Pardisara? Yes, Arasaka saw that Nara.
Really? Which way did she go?
She went towards a messy pile of rocks with another Nara, but Arasaka doesn't know them.
A messy pile of rocks?
Probably the ruins near the fane of Ashvata.
Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, Arasaka.
Arasaka is happy to help kind Golden Nara. Kind Golden Nara has helped Arasaka in the past.
Arasaka, about the other thing you mentioned.
Eek! Arasaka doesn't know anything. Arasaka won't say anything else.
Well, guess that ends this conversation. Well, let's tell Sino and Candace what we learned.
Do you actually tell them it was an Aranaru you spoke with?
The Fane of Ashwata?
The footprints lead in that direction as well.
Where did you get this information?
Well, we were tipped off by some friends. We can vouch for the information.
All right, I trust you.
Let's go after them. Hopefully...
Another vision?
Yes, but this time I only heard faint voices. What did they say? It sounded like two people having conversation. There was someone asking, will she find out, and something about following the tracks.
Was Nilu one of the voices?
I couldn't tell. The voices were too muffled.
Let's head towards the ruins for now. The vision could mean we're on the right track.
Using waypoints.
We should be getting close.
This is usually full of treasure hoarders. Nilo could be in danger.
Look, over there.
It's Nilo! Hey!
I don't think she can hear us. We're too far away.
Come on, let's go!
Wow, can't believe we've walked this far already. We should be getting close, right?
Nilo!
Huh?
Nilo! We knew there'd be a bad guy with you! Leave her alone, you...
By bad guy, do you mean me?
What are you doing here?
Am I not supposed to be here? What are you guys doing here?
Can't we stick to one question at a time? Oh, wait, that one doesn't count.
A dreadful cacophony! Are we not allowed a quiet place to practice?
Sarash? She has voice lines now?
Sarouche!
Sharush, excuse me. Good to see you again.
Ah, Pale Floater. And my Yasnapati!
You know this red floating being?
Excuse you. I, Sorush, am a noble Pari, and the Bloom Guard of Quarina.
Sarouche is a Pari we met in the Vorukasha Oasis. She's really nice. You just have to get used to the way she talks.
Mr. Sethos, that item on your person. Oh, you mean this cracked widget eye?
So you were the one who bought the other gem.
A Weejat Eye Pari. Sounds like something I've read about before.
Then you can probably guess what really happened.
Now's not the time for riddles. Everyone in the city is still worried about Nilo.
Worried about me? But I left a message for everyone.
Message? What message?
We never received anything like that.
Don't tell me Rashnu fell asleep halfway there. Again?
Oh, hearing that name, this is all starting to check out.
Who's Rashnu?
The Perry that was supposed to pass on my message. She did look really tired earlier.
Hold on, let's take this one thing at a time. First, what are you guys doing here?
Well, that explanation starts with the first time I met Sarouche. Sarouche? Whatever, I can't remember.
Sarouche, they're here.
I've had enough of these insufferable rascals, wreaking havoc in the desert right and left.
Oh boy.
Wake up, Rashnu! We need to teach them a lesson or we'll never get another good night's sleep.
I'll trap them with my thorns when they pass by, and you can take care of the rest.
Perfect! They don't stand a chance. Let's give them a taste of sheer terror!
Oh boy.
What in the... Thorns? Boss, the wagon is stuck!
Huh?
Now!
Oh boy. Oh, I actually get to do this. Oh boy.
Behold my might!
I forgot what button. That button.
Bombs! There are bombs falling from the sky! Ah!
Perish, you scoundrels!
They've probably had enough, don't you think?
Who might you be?
The name's Sethos. I was out for a walk when I heard the commotion, so I came to check it out. Since you already destroyed their goods, I'd say you can stop here. These kinds of situations can easily get out of hand.
Brazen youth! Have you any idea to whom you speak?
The Bloomguard Sarouche, renowned among the Peri, all children of the desert know your name.
So you're not entirely ignorant after all. Fine, I'm willing to call it a day. But if those scoundrels continue to disrupt the peace of this land, I will show no mercy.
Sarouche. Really, Sarouche. The two of us really hit it off after that, so I became her guide in Sumeru City.
You really can get along with anyone, huh?
Sethos fulfilled his duty well. I have come here for a monumental task.
What task?
I heard Lesser Lord Kusanali is currently celebrating her birthday in the city. As her familiars, the Pari have decided to bestow upon her a special gift.
Oh boy.
As decided by Elder Zervin, the Bloomguard of the Pari, that would be me, will present the Dance of Sebzerus to Lesser Lord Kusanali, a tradition passed down over the centuries.
I told Surash the dancer was already decided, but she insisted on meeting Nilu in person.
Good thing I did. How was I to know the current version is nothing like the original?
Well, there are bound to be changes over the centuries.
I was so excited to see original version, I begged Miss Surash to teach me. It's such a rare opportunity. If I present the special version at the Sabzerus Festival, I'm sure the Dendro Archon will love it, and all the spectators, too.
I appreciated young Nilu's determination, so I invited her here to practice in peace.
Oh, so that's what happened. Feels like we've been chasing bad guys for days, but in the end, there were no bad guys at all. It was all for the heated surprise.
Hold on. Don't forget about the guys with the fireworks. You still haven't figured out what they were up to. Wreaking havoc in the desert, trying to turn a profit by illegally excavating ruins and tombs. That's my guess.
That would explain why they chose a remote path away from Aru village. They're lucky you didn't catch them in the act.
Huh. A few moments with me, and they'd be begging for their days of baking in the hot sun.
Okay, remind Paimon not to get on Candace's bad side.
By the way, Miss Candace, I noticed you're carrying the other half of the Ouija Eye.
Oh yeah! What exactly is this thing?
It was a gift from King Deshret to Lesser Lord Kusanali.
It probably belonged to Greater Lord Rudavada, actually, but given what happened to Ermin's soul... That's right. So you've read the legend, too.
I only know the basics. I never thought these two gems could be connected to the relic from the legend.
I only bought the gem because it seemed like there was something special about it. The legend didn't come into play until I checked certain texts back at the Temple of Silence. Legend has it that King Deshret and the Goddess of Flowers, Lady Malakata, Kata, both prepared surprise gifts for Lesser Lord Kusanali during the first Sabzerus festival. They scattered candy along a path to lead her towards the site of the banquet. Eventually, she arrived at a lake where she heard the sound of music. Lord Alhamir was plucking the strings of an instrument, while Lady Malakata performed a beautiful dance. Together, the two extended their heartfelt wishes to their dear friend, and each bestowed upon her a precious gift. Lady Malakata gave her the Kuravana to protect the rainforest, and Lord Alhamir gave her the Widget Eye to record the moments they shared together.
But the Ouija Eye was lost after the cataclysm in Conria, buried deep beneath the sands.
And Lesser Lord Kusanali turned the Quarina into a divine bird, tasked with guarding the border between new birth and death, until the bird shattered into pieces and gave rise to the Pari.
So Candace actually saw things recorded by the Ouija Eye.
I was definitely surprised it still has the power to record events after all this time. Its power seems to only resonate with the people of Alhamar, also known as the descendants of King Deshret. Despite the damage, it still holds many scenes from the past. The faint voices I heard earlier. Could it actually have been Lord Alhamir and the Goddess of Flowers? What do you plan to do with the 2 pieces of the eye? If you don't mind, I'd like to place them under the custody of the Temple of Silence. I agree with that decision.
Technically, the eye belongs to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Why don't you just give it back?
I'm not sure that would be wise. Even if she remembers the story, I fear that all that remains in this fragmented piece of memory is grief. A record of sad memories. As Nahida's friends, I don't want her to feel sad on her birthday.
I don't fully understand your reasoning, but if this is the decision of the group, as well as my Yasnapati, then I shall object no further. Well, are you going to let me teach the girl the dance of Sub-Zeros, or do you intend to drag this on incessantly?
She's got a point. Now that we know it was all a false alarm, let's go back and tell everyone what happened. They're probably worried.
I'll tell the other Matra to keep an eye out for that caravan. If we find evidence of any misconduct, we won't let them off lightly.
Guess I'll stay here then. There's a bunch of monsters nearby, so it's always good to have someone stand guard. I'm sorry to make you worry, everyone. I'll head back and help once I'm done learning this dance.
Focus! No more distractions! Now, follow along!
Yes, Master Sarash. Well, that was interesting. Oh, okay, that still triggered the thing. You're finally back. I was worried. I was this close to sending some mercs after you. Nothing bad happened, right?
Nope, it was all just a misunderstanding.
I guess they're doing explanations now. That's a relief. I'm glad it's all taken care of.
How are the preparations going?
Well, Kabe's diagram is done. It looked like he pulled an all-nighter to finish it, so he went home to sleep. We built the frame of the tower while you were gone.
I think I'll check it over later, though. We were so worried about you all. It was kind of hard to focus.
In any case, there's not much left to do. If we all work together, we'll be done in no time.
Great! We don't have to worry about missing the parade!
Speaking of the parade, could I ask you for a favor, traveler? Sure, as long as it's something I can do. The Academia wants representatives from each darshan to nominate someone to serve as the Knight of Flowers for the parade. After some discussion, we all agreed you would be the best person for the job. What do you think? It would be my honor. Great! You're the hero Sumeru and a personal friend of the Dendro Archon. We all thought you were the best candidate. Make sure you knock it out of the park. Hey, don't stress him out. Wait, aren't you also in the parade this time, Candace? You're playing the tambour, right? Oh wait, that was the wrong voice. Oh well. Yes, I'm providing the background music for Miss Nilu's dance.
Whoa, Paimon's never heard you play music before!
If you like, you're welcome to our village any time. I'm more than happy to lull you to sleep. You can count on it. We're looking forward to it.
Actually, I have a favor to ask as well. These are the decorations for the flower carriage. Could you bring them to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang them on the carriage? Oh, it would mean a lot to have the Knight of Flowers personally decorated.
My pleasure.
You can count on us!
Everyone splits up the remaining tasks. The anticipation for the festival makes for quick work. Before you know it, the sun has set and everyone breaks for the night.
We're done. Now we just have to go to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang the decorations on the flower carriage. Huh. Wonder what the sanctuary looks like the night before the festival. Let's go check it out. It should be good. All we need to do now is wait for the parade tomorrow.
I don't know what time it said, but I'm just speaking along to see if it triggers. Oh, I actually had to interact with it. All the preparations are done. Wait until the start of the parade tomorrow? Wait until tomorrow. Everyone's been avoiding me lately. They're acting squirrely, like they're hiding something. I have to get to the bottom of this after the parade. But first, birthday celebrations with delicious candy, a beautiful flower carriage, and... Ah! Sorry to keep you waiting, dear Archon. Time to head out, dear Knight of Flowers. Oh. Well. Yeah. The problem with this is that it's going to go too fast for me to read everything. So, let's just watch this.
Are those Parisaras?
Oh my god. Nita is having so much fun. Oh, she's got a surprise of her own. Oh, the Aranara! So that's what they were talking about. When I woke up, I was riding the flower carriage. It felt just like a dream. Never had I witnessed a more perfect day. I probably should have just tried reading it from the beginning. Oh well. Here's to a successful birthday surprise. Cheers! Ha! I knew it. I knew you had it in you. Kaveh, you truly are a genius architect. Except you're saying that to Dia. Madame Farzan, I think you might have had a little too much to drink. She hasn't been able to contain her excitement. Since she saw the candy tower hit the flower carriage, I even saw her sneak a few extra drinks just now. Hey, we all deserve to loosen up once in a while. That's what festivals are for. By the way, Candace, your playing was amazing out there. How come you've never showed us before? Oh, that's just something I do in passing. When the night watch is calm and the stars are out, I like to play a few tunes to pass the time. You're saying the stars in the sky to get to hear you play more than us? No fair. Honestly, I think Miss Nilu's dancing was the real star of the event. Wait, when did this become about me? I see. So the Widget Eye is now under the custody of the Temple of Silence. You can borrow it for research if you want. No need. Certain objects merely represent a period of history. Once the events they exemplify are brought to light, there's little value in further study. Huh, I thought you'd at least want to see it. A legendary gem that is sure to be a wonder to behold. Couldn't hurt to take a look. I'm not about to make the trip to the Temple of Silence for that. It's too far. You and your hermit tendencies, I swear. Although, if someone ever brings it to the academia for appraisal and certification, I wouldn't mind taking a look.
On that topic, I wonder how much it's worth.
I've never really thought about it. It's kind of like an ancient palace in a way. Not many people are going to break off a piece of the wall and send it for appraisal. That actually sounds like something my Darshan would do. I've heard some of the underclassmen have quite the sense of curiosity. Well, if that does happen, write a report and send it to my office. Huh? Is that protocol or something? No, I just like to know when interesting things are brought back to the academia. I might want to check it out. Why did I even bother asking? I should just keep my mouth shut. Interesting. Use reports as a sort of alarm clock system.
An alarm? Yes, that's what I heard just now. Dear friends, a critical moment has arrived.
Wait, I didn't hear anything. It's not like Hermanubis could call on you and not me.
It is time to come together and play genius in...
Is that Kali calling me? Sorry, gotta go. Genius Invocation this, and Genius Invocation that. When's Kali gonna give me an excuse to leave? Everyone seems to be having a lot of fun. What about you? Are you having fun? Yeah, I just know this will be the most unforgettable birthday I'll ever have.
Great Archon, you have a long life ahead of you. Isn't it too early to draw such a conclusion?
Not at all. Sometimes a single moment is all it takes to know you'll remember something for the rest of your life. Your name is Sarash, right? Would you and your friends ever consider coming to live in Sumeru City?
Thank you for your kindness, Great Archon. But we Pari have our own duties, and we find the city a bit too noisy.
Is that so? If you spend more time among people, you might start to enjoy the commotion.
Well, that's also true. I have fond memories of my adventures with Pale Floater and my Yasnapati.
Aw, really? Paimon's happy to hear that. It felt like this Sub-Zero's festival had surprises for everyone. When you called out the Aranara, Paimon nearly fell out of the sky in shock.
I'm glad you liked it. I told him to stay hidden so no one knew what was coming.
No wonder Arasaka was so flustered. He was trying to keep it a secret. Oh, Paimon's sure everyone in Sumeru loved the surprise. It felt like a dream.
A dream? Huh.
Nahida?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering if this whole thing might be a dream. Then we should do our best to remember it. Huh? Let's capture this moment forever, so that even if we wake up, this moment will never be lost. That must have been what Alhamir wanted when he gave Rudavada the Widget Eye. Even though we don't have anything that powerful, we still have our own way to stop time. But how can we do that? Hee. Camera. All right, everyone, closer together, please. People on the left, make some room. Someone is stepping on my shoe. I'm sorry, Madame Farzan. There's not a lot of space.
Pale Floater! This spot is reserved for the mighty Pari.
Paimon's the only one allowed to float next to him.
So that's what you meant. A picture. I never thought about it that way before. From now on, every time you look at the photo, you'll remember the joy of this moment. I don't have experience with this kind of stuff, but I trust you. I believe with all my heart that time will stop for us in this moment. Get in the picture, Kaveh. I just need to set the timer, and we're good. Everyone ready? In 3, 2, 1. Okay, I need to get this as a picture. Let's see. Print screen. Okay, I want to make sure I got that, so I'm going to black out this moment, or this part of what I'm about to do. Okay, I got it saved. And that was the end of it. Yay! I got another desktop screensaver thingy. Oh, and I got a picture to put in my house, in my teapot, which I need to go through and redo at some point in order to fit more stuff in my teapot. So, anyways, that is now going to be the end of the Chromatic Ode of Candies and Roses. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Well, that sounds like my outro for when I'm streaming. Whoopsies. So that's going to be it for now, and I'll see you guys later.